Alright, 92 Mercury Topaz here. So you can see we got this motor mount off. To get that mount off, you got to take off the water pump pulley. I took out the coolant reservoir. I also took the power steering reservoir off and just pushed it off to the side. That just makes it so much easier to get to that motor mount and take it off. There's some bolts in the top, and then there's one 18mm nut that's upside down in the back towards the firewall. There's two more bolts that hold it in right here and right here. I had to take off the bracket for this AC line and push that off to the side backwards. There's a rubber piece that goes right here, so I had to take that off as well. That'll make it easy. That way when we drop it down, this is the pulley we need to take off. Right there. Can't get to the bolt because it's too close to the frame. Even if you couldn't slide it off because it's too close to the frame. We got a jack sitting underneath the engine oil pan. Put a block of wood on it to protect the oil pan. We're about to drop the motor down here so that way we can get that pulley off and throw the new one in there. One more thing you got to take off. It just makes it easier. Take this bracket. There's a bracket that goes right here that covers these fuel lines. Keeps you from bumping into them when you're working under there, and that's what it looks like. Take that off too. It'll make your life so much easier. Here's a motor mount taken out. And a piece of rubber I had talked about and the coolant reservoir. Of course, you got to take the serpentine belt off as well, and the belt tensioner here. And then the water pump pulley needs to come off to be able to get to that 18mm nut that goes on the bottom of this motor mount. One last thing that we do have to remove here is this bracket that holds the stabilizer bar on. This bracket right here. The engine's going to run into it coming down, so take those bolts out and these bolts to take this bracket off. The bar can stay on there, but the bracket needs to come off. So we got that bracket out, and you can see it was hitting the AC pump. Would be coming down when the engine comes down, and it would hit the bracket, so that's why it's got to be out of there. Should have enough room with this bar in place. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to take a look from underneath, make sure we're not running into anything. I'm going to take the jack and drop it real slow and keep an eye on everything, make sure nothing's going to hit.